How old do you have to be to do wholesaling? In today's video, I'm not only going to show you how you can do wholesaling at any age, even under the age of 18, but also a second business that you can do that you probably never heard of that's super lucrative and really interesting. Now you have an issue you may be thinking of, like, don't I have to be 18 to enter into a contract? And the answer is yes, but there's a workaround. And the workaround is that you operate within an entity like an LLC or a corporation that your parents can help you form or any attorney can help you form. And the LLC or the corporation is the one entering into the contract. So you're not going to have an issue there. And obviously your issue is going to be getting people to take you seriously. And in order to do that, you have to be a serious person and sound like you're on top of your game. So when you're a young person trying to gain credibility, what you want to do is not lower your voice to sound older. What you want to do is say intelligent things. So the question is, how do you do that? The answer is you get yourself educated so you know what you're talking about. And that way you'll sound authoritative because of the things that you say. And one of the mistakes people make is they think that if they drive a fancy car or they wear some fancy clothes or they wear the right sunglasses, that makes them authoritative. It's not that. Those things are all perfectly nice. Those are nice trimmings and trappings of success. But what is true is the smart things that come out of your mouth, the insightful questions that you ask, knowing what you're doing and having that obvious people to talk to you, that's what gets you the success. So with wholesaling, you're really dealing with two parties. You're dealing with sellers of properties, typically houses, and you're dealing with investors who are either fix and flip guys or they're people that do rehab and rent. So it's one of those two. And what you want to do is talk to your sellers about selling their house to you and have that conversation. And the way you're going to learn about that is get yourself 1 or 2 or even 3 wholesaling courses and learn how the business works. Really study those. And when you're young, it's a great time to be studying because you're kind of primed for that. That's what you do in school anyway. Study 2 or 3 of the courses so that you learn the ins and outs of wholesaling before you even talk to your first seller. That's going to give you the magic numbers. It's going to give the different strategies, how to get things under contracts. That's number 1. So do that research. Get 2 or 3 courses. My friend Jason Palisar makes a good course on wholesaling. Lots of people do good courses on wholesaling, but get 2 or 3 of them and go through them because that's really going to give you a well-rounded perspective on it. And then the second group you're working with is wholesale buyers. These are people that are professional real estate investors. These are not retail buyers. That's not who you want. You want the professional, woman or professional man that buys places, fixes them up, makes them beautiful, and sells them to a realtor, or someone who is in the rental business, fixes them up and rents them out and makes money that way. And those folks are going to be interested in working with you no matter what your age is because of the deals that you have. And again, it's not because you have the right sunglasses or the right watch or the right car. It's because they say, oh, this guy or this woman has great deals for me. And they don't adjust the price they'll pay because you're 16 years old, so they pay less. Like, oh, I'll pay him minimum wage because he's 16. Heck no. You get paid on the value of your deal. So if you get a property that's under contract for $20,000 less than this person would pay for it, your spread is up to $20,000. Depends what you ask. They don't say, oh, you're young, so I'll pay you less. Heck no. Because you know what? You're going to be in a position where you have 4 buyers competing for your property. So they can't pull those shenanigans on you. And it all depends on the deal that you get under contract. So step 1 of your wholesaling business success, get the education. Step 2, start implementing it and get your buyers together. Now, where do you find your buyers? Simple as a Google search. Do a Google search on I buy houses in your area. Look for the men and women that come up who are in the I buy houses business where they're fix and flip people or rental people. Call them and chat with them. Say, hey, I'm going to be doing some wholesaling. Tell me about what kind of properties you're interested in. When I find something that matches what you're interested in, I'll give you a call or send you a text and you can let me know if you're interested. Spend a couple minutes, understand what kind of properties they're looking for, what kind of pricing, what their strategy is, whether it's fix and flip or whether it's rentals. What areas do they invest in? Do they like 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, or do they like apartments? What do they like? Build up that list. You can also attend a foreclosure auction. Those are kind of fun to do anyway. If you have foreclosure auctions in your area, which they have pretty much everywhere, so you should have them in your area, go down typically to the courthouse and attend an auction. And you're going to see there are typically a handful of bidders, probably 5 or 6 bidders who are competing for properties. Every one of those is a potential wholesale buyer for you. And they have proven track record because you see them buying properties and putting down cash at the auction. Those are great buyers. And again, establish some contact, just even eye contact, say, hey, I'm doing some wholesaling. I'd love to talk to you. Could I take your number and I'll give you a call, tomorrow and I want to find out more about what you're looking for. I'll see if I have anything that matches for what you're looking for. Just spend your time collecting some numbers and then follow up on those. If you say you're going to follow up tomorrow, you follow up tomorrow. Not the day after tomorrow, not after 5 o'clock tomorrow, but during the workday tomorrow. You do what you say you're going to do. That's probably your first step to business success. So you're going to build up your group of buyers who are hungry, proven buyers, and then you're going to implement what you learned in the wholesaling courses, and then you're going to start making money. Your age is not going to be an impediment. As a lawyer, I can tell you that if you're under 18, you can't enter into a contract, but your LLC can enter into a contract. And if you have a parent that's supportive of this, just have them sponsor the LLC, and you can do that. But that will not slow you down being under 18. I would say being under 18, have energy, have desire, have drive, and you can have success in wholesaling. Another option that you should definitely look at is what's called overages. That's a business that I do, and that's where you help people that have lost a property at foreclosure sale get back a refund of some of the money paid at the auction. And it's a long story that I'm not going to tell you in this video, but if you want to know how that works, basically, click on the video link below to my intro to the Overages Business video. There in about 15 minutes, I give you an intro, show you how the business works. For now, what I'll tell you, it's a way to make money without putting out money, without trying to get a property under contract, with basically just calling people, getting to say yes, and submitting a claim on their behalf, and you get paid a portion of it. It's a great business for a young person who isn't going to have an office, isn't necessarily going to want to travel around, and you're just on the phone, so people may not know your age anyway. It's a great business. I love it because I make a lot of money and I help a lot of people who've lost their house to foreclosure. I'm helping them out. It's really a terrific business. So definitely check that out because that's going to be an alternative to wholesaling that you're going to want to consider. But either way, Overages Business or wholesaling, you could do this even if you're young. You don't need to meet any particular age requirement. So I wish you the best of luck. If you're interested in the whole real estate investing and wholesaling and overages, definitely subscribe to my channel because that's what I talk about. I've got lots of great high quality content videos on here where I give you all the ins and outs of tax sales and mortgage foreclosure sales and all that so that you can educate yourself and go be successful from day one. So thanks for being with me here today. It's attorney Bob Diamond, over and out for now.